Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm a Minadale, aka Green Grow Guy. And before we get into this video, if you are brand new, welcome. If you already been here, y'all, welcome back. How y'all been? How your folks been? Good, good. Mine's good as well. Thank you for wondering. You know what I'm saying? Um, Either way, regardless of how you got here today, make sure y'all are hitting the subscribe and notification bell. You know what I mean? The brother's trying to, making his way, you know what I mean, through the urban city. But thanks y'all for coming and checking out. Don't mind me, I'm just goofing off. You know what I'm saying? I like the mama. I like it. For y'all already know. For y'all to be here, y'all know who I am. Okay, but thank y'all for coming to check me out. My Philadelphia urban farm, where we go from concrete to food forest. You know what I mean? And I'm showing y'all in real time how to do it. You know what I'm saying? And something continual that you can continue to do and really sustain yourself in real time. All right, so right now we're gonna do a little update because the weather been weathering. Like I'm gonna be honest, it went from freezing cold to rain to sun to hail, heavy hail to this. So we're gonna go with this right now. We're gonna go with this. I can have my baldy out a little bit. This hoodie is a little bit overkill. You know what I'm saying? But earlier I needed it. My allergies is acting up a little bit, y'all. I don't know. It's that time. I'm happy for it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all, we're gonna do a little bit of update in the front. I do got plans this weekend to put some color in my front. Now that everything is out in all the stores and I can get all the color that I want, and all the varieties of everything that I might want to plant is there. You know what I mean? So that is something that I'm definitely doing. But I'm gonna turn around. I gotta actually step back now into the street because everything is getting so luscious. Luscious. All right, we're gonna start here though because y'all saw in a couple videos there was a few things happening. Okay, the blossoms are falling, and I told you the fruit was coming, and I want to get it in there clear for y'all. See, there you go, baby girl. Now don't laugh at the way they're shaped. They're gonna fill out. They're peaches. That's why they look like that, and they real peaches. So they might look funny to you, and if they do, it's because you don't know what real food looks like. I said it. I said it. Nah, but I'm kidding though. But everything is gonna wind up being okay. Now, once you start seeing fruit, y'all, this is all fruit. These little balls, they all fruit. Okay, all of them. All right. Now you'll say sometimes you'll watch videos and you'll hear people say, "Hey, take some of this off." Excuse me, y'all. Just say, "Hey, take some of this fruit off," so that you get big juicy pieces. Guys, I don't do that. You know what I do? I take care of my tree. I fertilize my tree. I water my tree based off of what I want my tree to yield. You know what I'm saying? We saw, now see, here goes some of that curling leaf. If you ever see these leaves, it's coming out of it though. And this was the curling leaf, guys. You remember we had got that? I don't know if no, that's not the curling leaf. It could be. I'm actually going to put that aside. I'm going to put this aside, y'all, and I'm going to look at that later. But the tree did have curling leaf where it's coming out of the curling leaf, for sure. So what we did worked. The weather is changing. So, you know what I mean? And I do think that that's what that is. You know what I mean? But that's okay. Because usually what happens is the leaves fall off. But what we did was we ripped the infected leaves off that we saw at the time, and it didn't really infect anything else. So if you see one or two leaves that still have something on it, know that that's okay, because if you would have let it go all throughout the tree and never did anything, you wouldn't have even 50% of this leafage. You would still have the fruit, but you wouldn't have the leafage. You know what I'm saying? You might be like, well, is that good? No, it just looks crazy, y'all. I don't know if it's good, bad, and different, but it just looks crazy. But I do want to show y'all that it is coming back. Yeah, it's the curling leaf, y'all. And like I said, you're going to have a couple pieces that still have it. Just pick it off, but don't infect your tree touching everything. Like now that you see me touching this with my hand, I'm only using these hands to pull off certain leaves. But we are going to keep looking at this fruit. Look how much fruit is on here, y'all. There's a lot on here. And this is the importance of knowing fertilizer and having a good water regimen. because this is going to demand a lot of water because you want juicy, succulent fruit. I got to water it today. You know what I'm saying? Know that this is going to need heavy water. It's a 100-gallon container. Y'all see it sitting on the concrete, right? And y'all can go back and watch my videos. This thing yields good fruit. All right. So I'm really, really happy with that. And I'm trying to tell you, I probably got about 50 pieces of fruit on here. You know what I mean? And that's excellent for a family of four. You know what I mean? 50 pieces of fruit off of one tree. That works, right? So the next thing we're gonna do, y'all, is we're gonna go over here to these grapes. All right, now y'all see the luscious leaves. Okay, woo, luscious leaves. But I want to show y'all some new progress. Uh, uh, oh, long green girl guy. Go home, green girl guy. Do y'all see that? Do y'all see these? Do y'all see them? Do y'all know what they are? Do you know what these are, y'all? Do you know what these are? Do you know what these are going up over here? Let me see if I can do it. It's one right there. Yeah, you see that? Y'all know what they are going up? These are the Niagara White Grapes, y'all. That's what they are. Do your big one, green girl guy. I'ma do it. I'm doing it. Mm-mm-mm. Uh-uh-uh. You know what I'm saying? Now, y'all. I'm so excited about that. I am. But I am going to turn back around. This is something also I want to show y'all. These are their moms. These are our moms for the fall. We plant them in one time. And then we do something called deadheading them. And then we let them grow back, create a foliage down here. And these are tiger lilies. So they're going to come up relatively soon when it gets a little bit warmer. They're going to shoot up. You know what I mean? And they're a nice orange color. They're going to be all in the back. These come back every year. The tiger lilies come back every year. And these mums come back every year. Guys, these leaves are beautiful. They're so healthy. These are so healthy. You know what I mean? And what it's going to do is it's going to grow all in the front. And we're just going to train the mums to just grow all in the front. And we're going to train the tiger lilies to grow in the back. As we trim it down, we'll move pieces of tiger lily to new locations. And they'll spread and do the same thing. This is how you save money by using these techniques, because flowers and decorative things that you like, you can put them in multiple places in your garden if you're buying perennials. You know what I mean? So that's a real that's a win. All right. Right here is my spinach jar. Now I am going to cut it because I see like some of these pieces I missed. But I am going to throw some more soil up in here, and I'm going to move it to the back because before today, which it just got cool again, before today it was getting a little warm, and I don't want all that sun hitting my spinach like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's not what it is. That's not what's going to help my spinach out, as it gets warmer. So I'm definitely going to move that into the back today, and we're going to find something to put up front here, something nice and hot, you know what I mean, that's going to do amazing in that pot, because that's all I want, things that do amazing, you know what I mean, and in full sun. And I have a lot of things that can go in full sun and do a real good job. So moving that to the back and swapping it out with something else isn't a big deal. Now, I was excited about this pear tree, and I am still excited about this pear tree. I am going to spray it with neem oil. I wanted to spray it today, but then it was like doing all the weather at one time. Now, I don't know if you guys remember from the other videos, but this had blossoms on it. The blossoms fell off, but where the blossoms are, like right there or underneath them or behind them, I don't see any fruit. So I don't know if it's still young. Like I said, I had just got it last year, so it's not giving me fruit this year. I'm fine with that because I know that when it does start blossoming, usually the following year you do get something. You know what I'm saying? And even though I straightened this tree up, y'all see I was doing that? Right. It's just the way that my wind be blowing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? My gale force winds be gale force winding. I don't know. I don't know. And y'all, look. One of these, now, these bare roots, yeah. Okay. So this was the success. This bare root was a success right here. This bare root here was a success. This one was. And this little teeny one, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a little teeny one right down in there. That's a success as well. Now these guys, and it's moist. I keep them moist, but I don't know, y'all. One of the biggest issues with buying berry strawberries from um, home improvement stores or places that aren't necessarily farm specific. They specialize in other things as well. Is the quality of the bare root that you might actually get. Okay, it might be a little drier. The percentage of survival within the bare root um, might is going to be lower. Like I probably have about 30% of the bare roots that I buy survive when I buy them from home improvement places. You know what I mean? However, they are cheaper and it is quicker for where I'm located. You know what I'm saying? So always keep that in mind. You know what I mean? But what I will tell you is with the strawberries that do grow, if you take care of them, they'll go long and you can just repin the strawberries into these holes and that will grow because it's already alive. You see what I'm saying? So you do win, but you just should hope that you like everything that you buy to stay alive. And go, I ain't even gonna lie. Y'all see the weather? Do y'all see how we went from sunshine and no shine? Hold on, I gotta go in, y'all. Okay, everybody. So I had to go in for a little bit, and as you see, I had to cover my body. Alright, but with that being said, either way, y'all, I'ma just take off where we left off. Alright. So where we left off was we looked at the pears. I talked about that for a little bit. Guys, I'm gonna flip this around and we're gonna talk about the sunflowers and the sunflower progress. Go green, go down. And I love that soon as I started to talk about them, they started trying to be all beautiful and do their debut. Now on the very very end, there's some corn. Y'all can't see it. That's a cucumber right there, and I have another cucumber that has popped up right there. I'm gonna come out and read these tomorrow because it's been raining on and off today, so it did get a little. These got enough moisture to last till tomorrow. Um, but with that being said, y'all, they look great. They really do. I want to look at the roots of some of these sunflowers because that's what's going to help me determine when I'm going to plant it. Okay, y'all. Yeah, these roots is doing a big one. They doing a big one, y'all. Look at these roots at the bottom. I can't turn it a whole bunch because I don't want to disturb that. But look at the roots, man. Yes, y'all. Come on, Google. Yes. Excuse me, y'all. Is that Gale Force Winds? Oh, no, Gale. Oh, no, 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 no. So, as y'all can see, y'all, everything actually looks really, really decent. Besides the temperature is not decent. Yeah, I just wanted to just be consistent. But what I am going to do, y'all, is what I am gonna do, y'all, is I am gonna need oil because it is no longer gonna rain. So I am gonna need more of the stuff I need to eat, need more of today, including Outbake. So y'all, people are always asking me, how much should I need more? And to be honest with you, for me, living in Pennsylvania, at certain times of the year, y'all, I actually need more heavier than others. beyond the recommendations. And I'm not even gonna hold you. My concentrate do be a little more concentrated than instructed. But will I come out in the spring and spray everything twice a week, y'all? Yes, I definitely will. Now, when it comes to how much do you spray? Now, I cover the leaves and I try to cover each individual leaf, especially the back side. The front sides are easy to cover, y'all, but you do got to cover the back side because most of the pests, for those that don't know, y'all just saw me just need more on my face. For most of y'all that don't know, most pests start and they attach to the bottom of your leafage. Okay, so with that being said, you want to make sure that you do as well as spray the bottoms just as much as the tops. Now, here on my grapevines, I did see some little like aphid, them little clear eggs or whatever, but I know they're not supposed to be there. That's what I do know. Okay, so I'm giving these grapes the works because I don't know which leaf it's attached to that hatch those eggs, but we gonna spray the back of these leaves down real nice, real nice. That's what we gonna do for sure. Okay, y'all. So I'm just gonna speed it up because y'all already know. Just make sure when you're spraying this neem oil, you're generous but not too generous because you don't want to leave a nasty film behind. You know what I'm saying? But you want everything to be coated good. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, but Gail and her Gale Force winds started Gale Forcing. I was like, let me neem oil and take myself inside the house. I got in videos right here, and that is exactly what I'll do. So as always, I want to thank you for watching, and I will definitely see you next time.